gentlemen, welcome to the Meat Locker. Lock up the kids. Lock up the wives. This is the one, the only Meat Locker. Warning, 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 warning. Please use caution. Please use caution. This is the Meat Locker on the Foul Mouth Network. Filthy Mouth Gamer and Foul Mouth Kid.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this Tommy?
Yeah, this is Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. My name's Roger.
You sound like a fucking retard, Roger.
Oh, one should know one, wouldn't it?
Hey, stop calling me retarded. I'm not fucking retarded.
Yeah, you are, you fucking mongoloid.
I'm not fucking retarded.
Can't stand the mongoloid voice. Motherfucker.
Fucking bullshit.
Don't get mad, little fat guy. Imagine this French guy. Don't get mad, little fat man. Anyway, what is going on? How's Chuck?
I don't know. How is he?
How's everybody doing? This is the Meat Locker. What's going on? Anyway, lot to talk about. Lot to discuss. Like the sound on this fucking show. Let's check the levels real quick here. Can you hear that, Filthy?
I do, and I hear some like crackling and shit.
What about now?
Yeah.
You hear crackling?
No, I don't hear it anymore.
The Filthy Mouth Gamer is set to bring you his style of entertainment. Filthy Mouth Gamer has been doing this for quite a while now. You remember back to the Filthy Mouth sexual advice that he used to do, and also his gaming tips. Well, folks, this year in 2019, Filthy takes it to the next level, where he'll be starting a new show where he shows you how to do sexual moves. He'll show you every move you need to know. It's just like buying a DVD workout DVD, but it's filthy.
It's filthy.
But it's filthy. Imagine you came out with a DVD. Is that a yell cunt? Speaking of yelling cunt, we got a loud cunt, man. It was a Royal Rumble, live Royal Rumble cunt bomb. It was in Royal Rumble.
Where was the Royal Rumble?
I think Arizona. And it was a live Royal Rumble.
The desert rumbles.
It was the Desert Rumble. Yeah.
The desert.
The Dizzy Gillespie. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find this real quick. It was the Dez. Okay. By the way, did you see the new New York Jets jerseys?
Well, that's for the 100th anniversary, right?
Yeah. They're so stupid.
I don't think they're bad.
I hate them. Absolutely hate them. All right, let me see. Is this it? All right, I don't see the cunt bomb there, though. Is this it?
Come shake your body, baby.
No, that's not it, man. Who's this guy, man, sending me? There is no cunt bomb here, dude. That's so messed up. He sends me one, he says to play it, and there's no video here.
Well, I have it on my, but it's not gonna be able to, obviously not gonna be able to play it.
What do you mean?
Like, I have it, he texted it to me.
He did?
Yeah. But he texted me one, like, it was like an empty stadium.
He didn't text me one.
He didn't text me one.
Where was yours on?
He texted it. I have it on text message. Is it text message? Let me see. Yes, text message. Here, look, I'll play the sound of it. Ready?
Just send it to me. That sucks. He didn't send it to me, but he sends it to you. Yeah, that don't sound right for some reason. Why is that doing that?
It's been a great show, folks. We'll talk to you next time.
Yo, Filthy. We're at the Royal Rumble. Chase Field. I know you ain't ready for this one. Here we go. Cut!
You hear the echo?
Yeah. Because it's like empty and shit.
Jeez, what is there, two of them?
Yeah, I didn't see the second
Guys,
one.
if you ever want to do go in a stadium, trust me, it's cheaper. Club section. Little seats. Literally. Grab this shit.
Are you gonna yell cunt? No, I guess not.
Oh, that was not a cunt one?
No. Yellow. You know what I mean?
Dude, I tweeted out.
I know you ain't ready for this one. Here we go. Cut!
Did you hear the thing again? Woo!
Yeah. The cunt police were there. What were you gonna say?
So PlayStation sent me my 2018 record of playing video games.
Yeah.
How many hours of video games do you think I played in 2018?
Oh no. Let me take a guess.
All right, let's put it to you this way. The reason,
No, hold on.
no, I'm not gonna tell you it. But the reason I even know about it is because producer G sent me his, and he played.
No, don't tell me.
Well, if I tell you his,
No,
then
don't
it'll
tell
be-
me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna take a shot right now. You ready?
Yeah,
And this is in 1 year?
1 year.
Okay, so 24 hours in a whole day.
Yep.
I would say you played almost 2 weeks. 13 days altogether.
So you're saying, hold on.
I'm saying
I'll tell you right now what you're saying. You're saying I played 14 times 24. You're saying I played 336 hours.
Yeah, in a year. That sounds about right.
What if I told you that that's not even half of what I played?
You played more than 2 weeks of vacation time on a game in a year?
According to PlayStation.
What? How much? is it-
PlayStation's telling me I played 1,889 hours.
Oh my god.
But here's the thing, and I think this is where they're wrong. If I'm playing a video game and I pause the game and then I go fucking watch Netflix, if you look at my shit, it's saying I'm still playing the game, even though I'm watching Netflix. So I think that's added into it. What's also added into it is if I pause the game and then somehow, let's say I fall asleep and I just shut the TV off, but I leave my PlayStation running, it's counting that too. Because
Wow.
it said at one time I played 24 straight hours, which is bullshit. I've never done that. Not even in the fucking heyday did I ever do that.
No.
I would say I played probably a third of this. 600 hours.
What did
He
producer
said
G-
he played 600 hours, and you know he don't play 600 hours.
Damn, they're giving a lot of people a lot of extra time. Holy shit.
But they call me a masterful adventurer.
Why? Because of how much time you put behind it?
No, I think it's also based on the type of games I play.
Yeah.
So G got what was his name? His name was I'll tell you in a minute. They called him a fierce marksman because he plays mostly first-person shooters.
Yeah.
I guess since I play mostly adventure-type games, that's why they call me that. So I played 27 different games in 2018.
How many?
27.
Damn. And that's for real, because they you know that. That's
That's definitely for real.
holy shit. Do you think that's a record for you?
Probably not. No way. No way.
No, right?
I think there's probably been years where I've played 100 games. Because you gotta remember,
Jesus.
when I was living with my parents, there'd be times where a game would come out, and 3 days later I'd be done with it.
Yeah,
That quick. I can't do that shit anymore. I don't have the time.
I know.
There'd be
Imagine-
times a game would come out.
Imagine
Dude,
we had that time.
What?
Imagine we had that time. Nice
Can I
about
say,
it.
if I had that time, I'd probably do something better with it.
Yeah, I hear you. So would I.
But I had fun. Let me tell you something, and I'll tell everybody out there. And I can't do it anymore because of my job. But some of the funnest nights ever are a night where I sit down, I smoke a fucking fat fucking bong, packed to the brim, and then I sit it down and I play video games.
Man, let me tell you, there were some nights where I'd be out with my friends, right? And I'd be like, I couldn't wait to like get home and play like say if I had a season in Madden going,
Right.
and like say I knew, okay, my last 2 games of the season, I'll save that for Saturday or something when I come home from my friend's house or whatever the case may be. And I would specifically save it. Like, for instance, when I would play NHL all the time and I would do seasons, I would, like, save the season at, like, the 81st game of the year. So I'd have one regular season game left, and then I'd find out who I'm playing in the playoffs. And I would do this after playing a whole entire season. You know what I mean? And I would specifically save it for, like, a Saturday night. And, like, I would be out with my friends, hanging out, having a good time, maybe drinking, hanging out, you know, doing my thing. But in my back of my mind, I kept thinking, oh, I can't wait to go home and play my season and then start the playoffs, man. And I would do that with baseball. I would do that with hockey and football. All those, what I was into at the time, I remember like coming home and like I couldn't wait to play that game, Mike. Like I couldn't wait. And you remember me with sport games. You
Listen,
remember how,
dude, I can attest to that shit.
well, you
Sit
remember
there
me
at work all day.
how I was with sports games though. Like I was infatuated with them. Like Madden, you know, NHL was huge for me. I used to play it constantly. And like even baseball, like certain baseball games, I would play like the real season. I would play the whole entire season. I would do my roster the right way. I would like meticulously, you know, trade for the players because back then it wouldn't just update for you. You'd have to trade for what players are on what team now, and you know what I mean, and have to trade the players around and stuff. So I would go over whatever trades that I would remember and go throughout the whole league and fix the lineup on all the teams where they were like up to date. And this is before they automatically updated like they do now, which is awesome. Because as
Dude,
soon as
every year this kid, the new NHL would come out,
I'd have to
and he'd
change all the
sit there
rosters. Yeah,
and get the fucking newspaper or whatever he would get.
yeah, and I had to do all the rosters
All the rosters.
because they wouldn't do it back then. It wasn't updated. Now you go into the game and you upload NHL.
And then he would keep it going for the whole year, too.
Yeah, whatever trades were made, I'd make all the trades and I'd do the actual deal and everything. You know what I mean? So that would be pretty cool.
Remember the trade sound? The whoosh.
Yeah.
That fuck.
Yeah, I'll never forget some of the sounds on that game. But yeah, so we used to do it like that. Now you upload it and it says updating rosters right away, and you're like, oh man, I wish I had that back then. But yeah, so like we used to do that in everything, man, baseball. So then I would come home and I would sit down in front of my TV and I'd play my last regular season game, and then I'd be like, oh wow, look, here I am. I'm in the playoffs. I'm number 1 ranked, and I'm playing the Rangers first round. You know, and then I'd get ready to play like a 7-game series, and I'd do my lineup, tweak my lineup, you know, last minute changes and stuff. Because I used to do like all, you know, the lines and everything. You know
Was there ever a season that you let yourself lose?
Yeah, there was. There was times where I was like, you know, this is getting too easy. Like I would win every year almost at that point, even on.
No,
on
but
the
I'm
bars.
saying like where the computer actually beat your ass.
There was years where I wasn't many times, but there was times where the computer like stunned me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was barely ever. I remember one year I first started playing the newer NHL when it like changed over from different from what I was used to playing for all those years, and I wasn't as good as I was. I had to relearn the controller and all this shit, and I wasn't as good. That's when I played my season because I knew, all right, let me play this season now while I'm not as good as I should be. So it's more of a struggle for me, so it's more realistic. And it was because I barely made the playoffs. You know what I mean? And then I started like, but obviously by like the 30th game, I was getting pretty good at it where I could start winning. But I barely made the playoffs, and I won the whole playoffs. I mean, I barely made the playoffs, but I ended up winning the cup anyway. But it was not by a lot, man. It was pretty hard when we made that switch over to PlayStation. It went from when it went from Sega Genesis to PlayStation. Right? When I switched, I was bad at PlayStation hockey at first. Bad. Like, because the skating was different.
Right.
It was just really different, man. It was more computerized at that point. I remember being like, oh my God, this is so different. And then, of course, I got pretty good at that one. And then they switched it up on you again when I switched over to fucking Xbox. Then I was horrible. Now I'm fucking horrible at the game. Now I can't even play it. Seriously, I'm horrible at it. I don't know what it is. It's just not the same thing it used to be. Does EA Sports still make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not the same, dude. It's just much different now. It really is. You don't even know if you're checking somebody now. You know, it's just weird. It sucks.
What do you mean you don't know if you're checking somebody?
Yeah, it was just weird. The checking was weird in the last two games. It was just really weird. It was like, you know, you were checking, but you were skating. It was just,
Ken and I
don't
used to have games where nobody even touched the puck. We would just blast each other.
Well, we got people so pissed that after the whistle would blow, there'd be like 3 or 4 second delay before the next scene showed up, and you could just nail whoever you wanted. And me and Mike would fucking ravage people up against the boards like hard while there was a whistle. And it got so bad to the point where this guy sent me a voice message on the thing, and all I heard was, why do you guys have to be so aggressive? Like, Jesus, we're not even touching the puck, and you guys are like slamming us, and we're not even going back at you. Like, what is the deal? And I'm like, and I was like, go fuck yourself, right back to him like that. Because it was just like, whatever, they don't know you. They don't know who the fuck you are, you know? But I was like, go fuck yourself. We're running things now. Because there was this team called the Circle Jerks. All right? And it was like all these top guys in NHL, 96, 97. And they were all the top guys. And they were in this crew called the Circle Jerks. So this other dude that I knew started his own crew. And he named himself the Bomber. And he was Bomber, I think he was Bomber like 88. And he was the first guy. So everybody who joined his crew named themselves Bomber 77, Bomber 66, Bomber 12, Bomber 9. So when I joined the clan, because he asked me to join, I wasn't going to be Bomber 77. I had to take it one step further. I was like, fuck that. I ain't going to be like everybody else. And I was very proud because I named myself the Unabomber. And I was very proud of it. It was the Unabomber, you know? When I won the cup, when I won the belt from this guy who was undefeated, he beat like 20-some-odd straight people in 7-game series. 20-something straight people he beat in 7-game series. He never went to a Game 7. I swept this motherfucker. God is my witness, I swept this guy. And when I won the championship, I was the new fucking king of the whole entire system. And this is back in 1996 when it was called X-Band. And you can look it up. Go look up X-Band for Sega Genesis and you will shit your pants. You were actually online with other people from all over the world playing NHL 95, 96, 97. Anyway, long story short, I faced this guy who beat like 20-some-odd people straight, and I swept him, and I won the championship. And he winded up giving me his list of people that he had to play because he made a list of people challenging him for the cup. So now I had to take that list over and start playing people. And the first person I played was one of my best friend's cousins. I knew who he was, I knew he played, and I knew it was one of my best friend's cousins. But guess what happened? Unbeknownst to me, my best friend's cousin let my best friend play me instead of him in a 7-game series. And my best friend knew how to beat me. So long story short, when I played my best friend's cousin, it really wasn't his cousin, it was my fucking friend. And he took me to a Game 7 overtime. My first title defense after beating a guy who beat 20-some-odd straight people straight. Okay? And here I am, my first 7-game series, I'm about to lose in overtime. And I fucking scored a goal in overtime. Don't ask me how. I scored a goal in overtime to win this thing. Game 7 overtime, my first title defense. And I couldn't believe I won. I just fell back into my chair and was just like, oh, thank God, man, I didn't lose this on the first one. And all of a sudden, my phone rings, and I answer it, and it's my best friend. And I'm like, hello? And he's like, you son of a bitch. And I go, what? He goes, that was me playing you the whole time. And I'm like, you piece of shit, dude. I'm like, if I would have known that was you, I would have been playing you better because I knew his cousin sucked. Okay, I knew his cousin was horrible, so I thought I'd beat him, no problem. And he was like, oh, it was me the whole time. And I'm like, you piece of shit. He was like, I'm like, what happened if you would have beat me and then it wasn't really your cousin? Now your cousin's the champ. Like, that's not fair to me, you know? And he was like, well, you know, I would have told people it wasn't, you know, it didn't count. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you would have. You know, like, I'm sure you would have said that, you know? If he would have beat me, it would have been all over for me right there. I would have lost my first defense right there. That would have been very upsetting. But I winded up beating, like, matter of fact, I never lost it. I never lost the championship because everybody stopped playing that game literally like about 4 months later, which was a shame.
4 months.
Yeah, it was a shame.
Now, was that NHL 95?
Well, I played 3 different NHLs on that system. What is it called again?
X-Band.
X-Band.
94, 95, 96?
No, 95, 96, and 97.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because 97 was the last one we played on there. Because when 98 came out, that was Sony.
Right.
Sony PlayStation. And that's when it all changed. Because Sony, you didn't have the X-Band on Sony. So, it made things a little different.
Yeah, and a couple of years ago, you know, I hadn't played NHL 94 since we played NHL 94. I mean, fucking 1995, 94, you know what I mean? I go into this fucking NHL tournament at a video game show.
You know they have another one now, right?
Yeah, but that's not at video game show. It's in the city. I was like,
but
I don't want to go to the city.
they're having another one. Yeah, but it's NHL, bro.
I'm like, I don't want to go to the fucking city.
Why not?
And it's plus you got to be there at 11 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh, that's awesome, though, man. It's NHL, dude. What
So
is it, 94?
Yeah.
Dude, I would wreck bitches in
Dude,
NHL
I'll never
94.
forget, in this fucking tournament, this guy,
Wreck bitches.
he goes up. I won my first 2 games, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm in the brackets. So I go against this guy, and this guy's up 3-0 on me. And I forget who I was using. I don't know if I was using the Blackhawks or the Bruins. I forget. It doesn't matter. He's up 3-0. You could tell he's like fucking all giddy about it. Going to the third period, I score 4 unanswered goals. And it felt so good, like, good, just shut the fuck up now. Shut up. Go sit down and go to the Tetris tournament, you fuck. But then I played the guy who apparently won the... Oh, no, it was the guy who basically set up this whole tournament. He said he plays in leagues on the fucking computer all the time.
Wow.
So he plays all the time. So he beat me pretty good. But it's like, all right, guy, you're playing all the time. First I played in fucking 20 years. You know, if we sharpened our axe, I'm sure I could fucking stomp that motherfucker. But whatever.
Well, I want to join this tournament so bad, man. But I would have to practice like a mofo, you know?
It was so weird playing that game again. It really was, because it's...
Well, you remember we used to have tournaments with it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so like tournaments aren't out of all realm, you know what I mean? So that's why I think I should do pretty good in that.
The best team on that game is the Blackhawks.
I don't know, man. Rangers were pretty good in that game. They had Esa Tikkanen, who had a slap shot that every time you were able to just tee it off without anybody touching you, it's a goal. And believe it or not, I'm a diehard Islander fan, but when I won the championship, I used the Rangers because Tikkanen's slap shot from the blue line is unstoppable. No, you can't stop it. It won't. Like when I needed a goal and I was down and I said, okay, I need a goal, I would just give it to Tikkanen and just keep shooting with him. And I knew within the next 30 to 40 seconds, I'll have a goal. It was kind of like a go-to guy with that.
Right.
Guy, you know what I mean? When I needed a goal really bad or I needed a couple of them to catch up, I would just keep firing at Tikkanen slap shot one-timer or not even a one-timer. I would just take the, you know when you go and take the slap shot from the blue line on that game, if you just hold down the shot button, it like powers up.
Right.
That's what I would do, and I would press down on the controller so like the puck would be pointing downward.
Right.
And it would go in every time, honestly. But the Blackhawks were a great team. They probably are the best team in that game. But the Rangers are very close. And you know who else is close in that game?
Eddie the Eagles in net is fucking almost impossible to score on.
You know who's really good in that game too?
The Bruins.
The Quebec Nordiques.
The Nordics.
Yeah, dude. Very good in that game.
Joe Sakic.
And the Detroit Red Wings and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Like if you get the Penguins, pretty good team.
Yeah.
You know? Martin Straka.
Martin Straka.
Remember Martin Straka?
Of course I do.
What about Peter Nedved?
God.
Can Peter Nedved?
All fags wore that jersey.
All those guys became Rangers.
if you either sucked a cock already or you were thinking about sucking on a cock, you got a Nedved jersey.
Nedved was awesome. And that Penguins jersey that Nedved wore in the overtime one where they were playing Washington, that fucking jersey was the fucking coolest jersey ever, though. The one with the stripes going through the side, Mike?
Oh, yeah. That's when they first changed the jersey.
I love that jersey, bro. Loved it.
Why did they change back?
I don't know, man, because that jersey was sick.
That wasn't a terrible logo. It was good.
Oh, it was a very nice logo.
Yeah.
I don't, they went back to, like, tradition, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody did.
I mean, dude, but they never won a cup with that jersey, so... With that weird jersey?
Yeah, where it's, like, streamlined. It's like
I
fucking...
love love that jersey. I think it's one of the coolest jerseys of all time. And
the Capitals jersey too.
yes, and also the original Mighty Ducks jersey when they were in the movie, the Mighty Ducks
Right.
Anaheim movie one. That jersey was really cool with the duck fucking goalie mask.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool, man, if you ask me, you know? San Jose Sharks, original San Jose Sharks jersey, fucking awesome. You know?
Original Florida Panthers when they didn't put the orange in it yet.
Yeah, it was red. What about Vancouver Canucks?
The old one, the orange one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That was my favorite hat I've ever had.
Do you believe...
I wish I could find that hat.
Wait, which one was it?
It was when they started taking the logos and putting it across the top of the hat.
Oh, yeah. I had the Fish Sticks logo like that on that hat.
Wish I could fucking... Remember that what they first started doing is they started making the logo bleed onto the bill of the hat.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a Miami Hurricanes hat of that, and then I had a Giants hat. But then they started covering the whole top of the hat with the logo bleeding onto the bill. And when I saw that Canucks hat, I was like, "Oh, that is a sick fucking hat."
Yeah.
I still have a picture of myself with that hat on, my ex-girlfriend, and just seeing it, I'm like, oh, I want that hat so bad.
Somebody robbed... I had a Green Bay Packers hat just like that.
Yeah.
And I showed up to work one day at Food Town, and the manager was like, you can't wear that hat while you're working. I'm like, why? And they're like, you can't do it. And I'm like, all right, so, like, where am I going to put my hat? And they're like, all right, leave it up at the front desk. And I'm like, no, it'll get robbed up there. No, it won't. I'm like, all right, so I leave it up there. I go back to get it, and it's gone. Somebody robbed it. I'm like, son of a bitch, I never saw the hat again. And it was the one that was like the side, you know, how the logo was put on the side of the hat
Who
type
was
of
the
thing.
company that made those hats?
Oh, man.
That wasn't New Era, right? Who the fuck was it?
I don't think it was New Era, no.
I don't even think they existed yet.
I don't know who made those hats.
Fuck, man. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What year? All right, so I started dating that cunt. All right, so it had to be 1994. If I search for it, 1994 Canucks hat. I wonder if I could find it.
All right, so let me tell you what happened today to my computer. I explained a little bit of what happened to you. So I come home about a month ago, and I turn on the computer, and I hear, like something hitting, and, like, it just didn't sound good. It was loud. So I opened it up, and I looked, and I went to go look in there, and before I did, it stopped. So I waited there for a second, listened, found nothing, and I closed it back up, and I pushed it back in, and it was fine. This is a month ago. Today I come home, I turn on the computer, and right away I start hearing, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I do the same thing I did last time. I turn off the computer, I then turn it back on, and I'm hoping the sound will go away like it did last time, and then it doesn't. So now I'm like, shit. I turn it off and on again, like 4 times, and it keeps coming on, right? Finally, I go down there, and I look, and I open up the side of it, and I see the fan in there, and I'm thinking, is that the fan making that noise? So I go to poke the fan with my finger just a little bit to see if it's, you know, what's making noise, and the sound stops as soon as I poke the fan. So I'm like, it's the fan. It's definitely the fan. But it must be sitting in there wrong or some shit, because why would it be making this noise? And then it stops, right? I close up the thing, and I go to fucking leave it again. It starts again. I open it up. I touch it again. I close it. It goes back on again. Now it's like keeps going, right? Finally, I go in there, and I go, let me adjust it a little and see if that's why it's not working. So I go to grab it, and I grab it by the propeller part. I have it turned off, and I go to shift it over to the side, and all of a sudden I feel the propeller go like this in my finger. Crack. Right off the side of the fucking thing. The fucking propeller comes right off, dude. And I'm like, oh, no. So I started up anyway to see what it sounds like, and now the sound is gone, but the whole fucking table is vibrating because the fan is off by one little streamer thing. You know, one little blade. So it threw the whole fucking thing off, and all you felt was the whole table going back and forth like... You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, oh, no. Like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what I'm going to do. So finally, my wife comes home. We take the computer out of the fucking thing and open it and everything and look in there. And she winds up finding the part at Best Buy, which I couldn't believe they had it there. I ran there, I got it, brought it home, and I'm like, is she really going to install this and, like, fix it? Installs it, gets all the dust out, puts everything back together again, puts it in the bottom, turns it on, and it's beautiful. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, sometimes dust gets caught in there.
Yeah, I guess that's what did it, was the dust. You know, why else would the fan make that noise? It was weird, dude.
The dust.
The dust did it. So, Cuddy Chris fucked me over. He was supposed to come on tonight. No phone call, no show. He said early he was coming on. But he didn't. So we were going to record other shows. But instead you're getting a... really, I mean, this is not really a meat locker.
No, this is a sit and bullshit locker.
Well, we were going to do stuff about the WWE women, and I had a whole thing set up for that. But we decided to not do it last minute because I lost the list of the women that I actually downloaded. So if I wanted to do that again, I'd have to re-download it again just so I had the list of their names and who they were and everything, because I don't know who some of them are.
And at the end of the day, spoiler alert, I'd fuck every single one of them. You know what I mean?
There's no question about that.
Every single one of them.
I'll show you guys what the thumbnail looked like. Let me
There's that one, I don't know who she is, the fucking silver hair.
You mean right now?
Well, the one that the picture you put up.
Anyway, last night, too, was the Royal Rumble. And I still don't know the outcome to that either, or else we would have mentioned that today. But I didn't know because I fell asleep during it. I was really tired last night. I fell asleep during it. So after I'm done recording this, I'm going to check out the actual end of the Rumble. But here's what the thumbnail was. And this is basically what we're going to be talking about. You see a lot of the famous chicks on there. Beth Phoenix and Sable.
Dude, the chick right towards the middle.
Yeah, the one in the pink. I mean, in the purple and black.
Yeah, well, who is that?
Oh, I forgot her name, but she came in with... She was like... Under Flair's daughter for a while, and she was messing around with her, and she was like a bad girl. She's really butch, too, Bear.
I'll show her I'll show who's the bad girl.
But yeah, was going to be the thumbnail. We're still going to do this show, but we're going to do it once I download the list again of everybody who they are. I mean, I know who everybody is basically in here. Bailey's in there, and there's, what's the name in the front right here? The twin sister, the Bellas. And you see, like, a bunch of chicks up here we all know.
Who's the redheaded broad? The bottom left corner.
Bottom left corner. Oh, that's the chick who last night won her match that she was in. She won the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble last night, I think. And she's really gorgeous, that girl, man, believe it or not. She's like from Ireland or wherever the fuck, from like one of those things. She talks like, you know.
Oh, Jesus
you're
Christ.
shorted in your pants there. You know, I'll tell you her name right now, watch. Listen to this. Oh, wait, Chris just texted me. I'll be on in 10 minutes. All right, wait, listen. You ready? Who won the Women's WWE Royal Rumble last night? Ready? Here we go.
Able to roll through, make the tag, and here comes the glorious Bobby Roode.
Now, why are they showing this for? Come on. Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch wins last night. Man, I gotta watch this Royal Rumble because I missed a good part, I think. Yeah, so Becky, that's who that is right there. Mike. You
The
like her?
what? The fucking redhead?
Yeah, you like her?
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. I need a fucking red bush.
You
Come
ain't
on.
seen nothing yet, man. You should. That picture doesn't even do justice. Honestly, it doesn't even do justice.
Oh, foot itches.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this meat locker over here. We'll do it probably next week. What is that? Do you hear that?
That sounds like either somebody's phone's dying.
Bob bloop.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody's phone's dying.
Bob bloop. Bob bloop. Bob bloop.
Yeah, how funny is it? I fucking lined up the heart again.
Oh my god, dude. He laughed. I thought he was ready to throw the fucking thing out the window. So let's tell just our people, because the real people who love us, who watch us, Mike, will watch this show right here.
Right.
And they'll watch it even to this point right now to hear what we're about to say.
Yeah, because I got to be honest with you. If it was me listening, I'm like, fuck these two assholes. I'm going. My dick sucked.
So anyway, but Chris is going to be coming on soon here too. We'll bring him in. Why are you saying that, Mike? It's fucked up, man.
You see, it wasn't going to make it through that one.
Fucked up. I mean, Jesus. All right, so there's only diehards left here listening to us right now, and what we're about to tell you is
diehards or extremely bored fucks.
Yeah, exactly. But don't say nothing to nobody, guys, who are here right now who hear this, okay? But every once in a while, Joe gets pissed when we play too many sound bites during Corrupted. So we've been trying not to piss him off, but at the same time, we've been trying to hit his buttons a little bit here and there. So, like, Filthy will like play something and I'll play something.
No, hold on. Wait. First of all, if you, I don't know if people listen. I don't know if you've ever heard the Corrupted show.
Yeah.
But when it goes from the pre-show to the actual show, you'll hear a thing go, "Ear, this is Corrupted, right?" So for 2 weeks in a row, I don't know how I did it. I lined up exactly when he played "Ear." You heard this.
And I thought I heard Joe go. Which makes me and Filthy die laughing even harder.
This time, but last time JB wasn't there for that one. This time he was, and he fucking lost it.
His shit, yeah. So that's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
So next week,
we just like to fuck with people. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
You understand we're ball busters by trade?
Mike, if you turn your camera on, what happens?
I don't have it plugged in, but if I turn my camera on, you would just see a red screen because there's tape over my fucking laptop camera.
Can you just turn it on real quick or no?
It's going to fuck with everything. Remember the last time I had it on, I couldn't play shit?
Well, because it's weird because I got that new Skype now, and it's like I can't see you guys on screen really.
But when I put it on, when I put the camera on, for some reason it blocks out the sounds coming through my phone.
And what if you just put it on for a second? Would it matter?
I gotta find it. I don't even know where I put it.
No, I don't even need to see you. I don't even need the camera on. Just need this, like... I'm thinking, like, if you don't have your camera on, it puts you in a small spot, because right now it's weird. All right, I got to figure it out. I don't want to do it now, but whatever. I'm going to see if I can add Chris in here. Chrissy Poo.
I'll never have this hat again.
Oh, you'll never find
all of the internet.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Glenn?
What are you doing?
Yo, can you come on camera real quick just so I can see if this works?
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I know. Just hit cam real quick.
There's no. It's like a phone call when you call me on my phone.
What?
Yeah, it's like a regular phone call. Like, like with a like when you make a phone call on your phone, you got like that screen. It's that screen.
No.
I swear to God.
Shut up.
I swear to you.
All right, dipshit.
What did you guys do anything yet, or what?
Yeah, we're doing something right now.
Are we on break now?
We're on break.
What are you doing?
We're recording something right now.
All right. Well, I'll be on in like 5 minutes.
All right.
All right.
All right, bitch.
All right.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, you know what?
Well, all right.
Those hats could have been $59.50.
What you talking about, Willis?
The brand.
Really?
It could have been $59.50. Motherfucker, let's see.
Those hats are so old, you'll never see them, man.
I'll find if they're out there, I will find them. $59.50 hats.
You ain't 59.50 nothing. I want to see you. Like, I don't understand why I can't make your thing big. It just sounded bad. I don't understand why I can't make your thing big. I can't figure out Skype, man. It really just pisses me off.
Oh, $59.50 is New Era.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't see any of those style. I mean, I see 1994 hat. Oh, I forgot I had. Remember the Seattle Mariners first? They changed their hat from the M to the S.
Yeah.
I remember I had that fucking hat. See, let me tell you something. Like, when we were in school, I mean, at least me, and I know Ken was the same way, I didn't only wear the hat of teams I rooted for. Oh, shit.
Why?
I found one of the hats, but it's not a sports team. It's a fucking, it's the Tasmanian Devil.
Really?
I wore hats that just looked good.
Yeah.
There was a few teams that were just no-nos. You weren't gonna find me wearing a Rangers jersey. Rangers
No,
hat.
never.
Not gonna happen. You weren't gonna find me wearing
Yankees. No
There
Yankees.
was a time where I did wear a Yankees hat,
Fuck that.
but that was before I hated that
Yeah.
whole scenario. You weren't gonna find me wearing a Jets hat because I had friends that talk shit to me about the Jets. So you weren't gonna find me wearing that, and you weren't gonna find me wearing a Chicago Bulls hat because I fucking hated the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they always shit on the Knicks.
Why they do that?
I don't know. It's fucking Michael Jordan, a motherfucker.
Well, can you blame Jordan? The Knicks would walk around like they ran the world. Which they did. But still. Shouldn't do that. Don't flaunt you from New York, man.
You don't do that.
You don't do that.
I don't do it at your house. You don't do that here.
You don't do that there. No, I'm just kidding. But the Knicks didn't deserve what the Jordan put them through. But, you know, it's just the worst timing ever. The Knicks, if Jordan wasn't around in that era, the Knicks would probably would have won like 3 championships.
Well, the one year he wasn't around, they beat the Bulls and went to the finals and lost.
I know, against Hakeem Olajuwon. I heard that year.
And that was the same fucking year the Rangers won the Stanley Cup, which was made it even worse.
Yeah, I heard that year, man. Both teams were in the finals that year in the Garden. Yep, both teams made it from the Garden.
Yep, and only won one.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't, dude. I just can't.
Well, I was going to put Chris on with us, but he ain't probably going to be here for another 20 minutes, so we're not going to linger this on. We're going to start a whole other show after this. But yeah, that wasn't a meat locker. That's like a... It's like a...
Fuck locker.
Yeah, it's like a talk locker.
Yeah, the talk locker.
The sweat box. The swak box. Anyway, we'll be back with a little more content for the channel very soon. As soon as this jerk-off gets in here. All right, folks? Me love.
footage is.
Ooh. All right, guys, we'll be back in a little while with some more content. Hope you guys are doing good. Monday night. True. We'll be seeing you very soon.
True.
True.
Oh, true.
True.
Peace.
True.
Wicked man.